Welcome back to Starwater Radio. This is awesome, you guys. I'm starting a channel now, and I've always wanted to talk about this subject, but I've kind of been like a little secretive slash apprehensive slash embarrassed, if that is possible. I have felt this really deep need to just sort of let this one go because I don't know, I felt like protective of the fairies. And for one, they basically told me like they're okay. And for two, I am pretty sure that my audience is already somewhat familiar or has a connection with the fairy realm in some capacity or is open or willing to get to know the fairies. And that kind of makes me know that I can share this with you guys. Um, I recently watched another YouTuber's video, and she basically is getting out of a nightmarish like situation with her roommate slash handler, where this woman was completely just overrunning this other woman's boundaries and just traumatizing her in the way that she had just set her up for this like false relationship where it was really a destiny swap. Well, I went through that on a scale that was a little bigger. It was not just one person, it was like family and like families, plural, and friends. Long story short, fast forward, they basically switched up on me because I had switched up on them. And one of the biggest things is that I had been basically initiated into a different realm where I was seeking kinship and union and relationship with none other than the fairies. I had realized that I had expired in the human species. I no longer identified with anybody in my circle. And there just happened to be this fairy forest that I was living in that was wide open, and they gave me an invitation.
A fun fact is that my name, Starwater, is channeled directly from the water nymph fae kingdom. It was a gift from them.
Something that changed my entire life, where I just had this infinite flow of divine support and family and connection that was outside of my star family, which, all of my space people out there, you get it. Like, yeah, we're very connected to our star systems and our families still, but we need like more of the earthly, elemental, other types of species to help us integrate. And that's why the fairies really held me. I, like I said, was in probably one of my biggest changes of my life. It was dire. I felt I was in danger, and they offered me protection. They offered me, I don't want to say too much, but it was almost like they offered me keys to their kingdom, and it was a level of support that I'd never felt in my life. So I basically feel like I'm making this video to invite anyone who's going through that to somewhat be open to, maybe I can open up to other types of beings where, the ones closest to me have failed, and maybe I've failed, and it's time to sort of rewrite a new story, enter a new higher realm, a higher kingdom. And I'll just say, like, the fairy realm is going to open up to those who are very authentic in that pursuit, that intention, that love, that grace, that fun, just the celebration that they hold. Their power is so beautiful. So talk to the fairies. And it's funny because the individual I'm talking about, who I sort of saw her go through this experience, she has always struck me as fae. And I just maybe am making this video to put it out there to her, girl, go to get your fae. And very ironic too at the same time, another YouTuber on the other spectrum is, you know, um, basically publicizing her offerings and hanging her red tape in their trees. And there's just a way to go about it where you're just really authentically wanting to connect back with your divine true face self, and that's when they really start to show up. You can't fake it. You can't force them, and they are just gonna, they'll be able to see whether you're real or not. So they told me not to worry about them, okay? Like, they're fine. But yeah, I'm still like super protective, and I think it was just like time to just like start talking about this stuff because apparently other people are. But anyway, I love you all. You take care. Peace.